A man arrived in Ireland carrying only a mysterious purple shoulder bag. For 3 days, security cameras watched him disappear into places with no cameras, returning each time with the bag almost empty. Days later, he was found dead. His name was fake. No ID. No family. But the biggest mystery wasn't who he was. It was what he was trying so desperately to hide. In June 2009, a quiet, well-dressed man arrived in the coastal town of Sligo, Ireland. He introduced himself as Peter Bergmann and checked into a local hotel. He seemed polite, calm, and completely ordinary. But within days, investigators would realize that every move he made had been carefully planned. The next morning, security cameras recorded Peter leaving the hotel carrying a purple shoulder bag. At first, there was nothing unusual about it. But when detectives later reviewed the footage, they noticed a strange pattern that nobody could explain. Each day, Peter disappeared into parts of town where there were no security cameras. When he returned, the purple bag looked almost empty. He repeated the same routine several times, yet no witness ever saw him throw anything away. Whatever he was carrying simply vanished. As investigators pieced together his final days, they reached a disturbing conclusion. Peter wasn't behaving randomly. He appeared to be systematically getting rid of every object that could identify him. Receipts, belongings, documents, one by one, they disappeared without a trace. When Peter checked out of the hotel, he left almost nothing behind. Instead of leaving town, he wandered the streets, bought a few inexpensive items, and spent hours sitting quietly by the sea. Witnesses later described him as unusually calm, almost as if he already knew exactly how his journey would end. The following morning, beachgoers made a tragic discovery on Ross's Point Beach. The man who had called himself Peter Bergmann was dead. But as investigators began searching for answers, they uncovered a mystery far stranger than anyone had imagined. His name wasn't even real. The investigation took a shocking turn almost immediately. The name Peter Bergmann wasn't real. The address he had written on the hotel registration form didn't exist. Investigators searched for a passport, driver's license, or any official identification. They found nothing. It was as if the man had never existed. Police released Peter's photograph to the public, hoping someone would recognize him. His face appeared in newspapers, on television, and across international media. Friends, relatives, coworkers. Someone had to know who he was. But no one came forward. Nobody recognized the man called Peter Bergmann. The autopsy revealed another surprising detail. Peter was suffering from advanced cancer and serious heart disease. Yet he carried no medication, no medical records, and nothing that could identify the hospital or doctor treating him. Even his illness offered investigators no clue about his true identity. Detectives returned to the surveillance footage, hoping they had missed something. Again and again, Peter left the hotel carrying the purple bag. Again and again, he returned with it nearly empty. But every time he disappeared, he chose locations beyond the reach of security cameras. Whatever he removed has never been recovered. Police followed every lead they could find. They compared fingerprints, analyzed DNA, checked missing person databases, and contacted authorities across Europe. Every effort ended the same way. No records, no family, no history. The man who called himself Peter Bergmann remained a complete mystery. More than a decade later, the mystery remains unsolved. Nobody knows who Peter Bergmann really was, where he came from, or why he carefully erased every trace of his identity before arriving in Ireland. The man with the purple bag disappeared from history, leaving behind only questions that may never be answered.